Welcome back. This is Arnav Chaudhary, and you are live on my YouTube channel, arunfoot. And yes, it's another live on this Saturday afternoon. It's Jamshedpur FC hosting East Bengal FC on this afternoon kickoff. It's Super Saturday, and I'll be doing the first match live today. And hoping that it works out. And let's see what happens. Interested to see what these two teams can do, because it's again, yes, another one of those games where on one side we have Jamshedpur FC, who've had a very, very good start to the season. Of course, they did lose their last match, but did open with wins into the season. And on the other side, we have wins against Goa and winning against Mumbai City. On the other side, East Bengal FC, who lost 3 matches, their opening 3 matches. And on the other side, then fired Carlos Kodrat and now have a new manager in Binu George, or an interim manager, I'd rather say. A lot of rumors around who will be new manager of this team. It'll be interesting to see in the coming days and weeks, whenever it is confirmed that who takes over as the new head coach of East Bengal FC. So therefore, I'm looking forward to this game. I hope you guys as well. And I thought, let's try and bring across another of these lives. Let's hope things are fine. And wherever you are, good afternoon, good evening, or even good morning, maybe if you're in North America. So therefore, it's an interesting one today to look for, and then see what happens. Just have to re-register once again, and this is going to be another one of those games where, does Khalid Jamil show his magic, or does Binu George get something out of it, out of this team? I feel that sorry, I just have to do this. That East Bengal surely have a certain level of potential, and they need to prove that. And on the other side, can they really? Sorry, can they really do what is needed to get the result? And that's going to be the question, guys. That's going to be the question tonight in this encounter, which I feel will hopefully show what these two teams can do. As we just about to kick off. I know sometimes I'm a few seconds late because I pick up the streaming global broadcast, and that sometimes takes a little longer, and therefore, that's something that we will look for as Jamshedpur FC are playing in the usual red home kit, as well as East Bengal FC, who are playing in their white away strip. And this is another thing that I've observed. I don't know if you guys have observed this, that when these matches kick off in Jamshedpur, in the afternoon kickoffs, it was the same case against Mumbai City. It looked quite empty. And then later on in the game, East Bengal in attack, Mahesh on the wing, crosser, but that goes out wide. So that the stadium looks empty at the start of the game, and then by the time sort of by 30 minutes or even at halftime, things look different. Albino Gomes back in goal, someone that Khalid Jamil, of course, knows since his Mumbai FC days. Him, Ashu. Okay, there seems to be a problem with the referee. Wants to test the spray. Let's see. Problem with the match spray. All right. So therefore, that's something I want to do. Right. Manolo, good evening. Welcome back. Good evening, Blue. I don't know how Talal, Mahesh, Nanda can start together. They are similar kind of players. Who plays on wings in 4-4-2? Agree. Yeah, Mahesh on the left tries to play it forward for Clayton, and Pratik Chaudhary allows the ball, And it's a question that can be asked in a 4-4-2. I don't think it's a 4-4-2. It's rather a 4-2-3-1, in my opinion, that the coach is likely to apply. The question is, my problem is that you have Mahesh, Nanda, and Medit Talal who are more comfortable on that left wing, and therefore that's an interesting one to try and play and find a solution. But yeah, George, let's see, is again using those three. Couldn't attend some of your last discussions for timing. No problem, Drew. Good to see you that you're back today. Again, yeah, we've been doing it on and off, maybe sometimes at odd hours as well, to be very honest. Again, Pujo's coming up, so I've been busy with that as well. And therefore, yes, thanks always to you and the others who are joining in, who are supporting the channel, and therefore, let's wait and see. Oh, BFC. Yes, I see the typo. 1 second. Why didn't the E get? Thanks for the correction. Um, Russia invited Pakistan to play friendly, but PFF turned down because of budget. AFF should want them in November. No, I am, I live in Germany, so I think I have a clear cut opinion on that. First half chance there for Jordan Murray, I think, but again, India takes a different stand. But again, they're banned from international sports, so I think India should not engage with them. Is Oscar Rumor right? How do you rate him? He was in Mumbai. Blue, I rate him highly. And to me, yeah, Oscar Bruzon could be a very interesting head coach for East Bengal. Most probably will sort out a lot of things. And but again, at the moment, there's so many things that are not going right at East Bengal. The question is, how do you sort those things? So yeah, again, he went to Mumbai at the time on my recommendation also, and therefore, yeah, let's see if he does become the head coach of East Bengal FC or someone else in the end. Russia's banned. Yeah, Russia's banned, but there's certain countries who've been playing against them. Once again, thanks Manolo for that info. And yeah, Wilson, I've seen that. Good evening, Gear on Rare. Welcome back. Why defenders don't try to make a forward pass while they're so underconfident that either pass to a foreign defender or to the goalkeeper? First point of strategy: avoid mistakes. Yeah, Darga Baba, that would be my logic. Avoid mistakes at any cost is the way that our players play football, and you know, uh, so therefore, yeah, that's something that we need to keep in mind. I think it's a matter of confidence, also the trust in your own football. Dimi not on the bench, Nunga on right back, not 40 as a centre back. Um, Dimi's not fit. Diamantakos was injured, so therefore I guess he's out. Sal Crespo has recovered, therefore he's in. And good ball there. Again, Mahesh on the wing. Plays it to Shovik. Sal Crespo. Talal. Mahesh. Lakra overlaps, but plays to Talal. Mahesh. Shovik. Hector Yuste. Nanda. And play the ball backwards. Talal chips it across to Anwar Ali. And an attempt, but goes over. Yeah, and Janunga, I guess, never was or is supposed to be a candidate for centre back. I think he's a wing back, and he was being used by the coach. So uh, um, it's yeah. What is Oscar's game style? Possession or counter attack? Oscar, to some extent, is someone who is likes to play, control the ball, and on and you know, uh, to me, it's very important to find. He looks at finding solutions. At Sporting Club, he was very clearly trying to set a certain style of football. It worked. Sometimes it didn't work because again deficiencies with our players. But um, so therefore, yeah, that's that's something which is there. Kalyan Chaube visiting Minerva Academy kind of explains the reason why under 17 side is full of Minerva and Classic Football Academy players. Okay. As per some sources, AF is trying to find players with average 5 foot 5 inch height for youth football. Again, height. Yeah, Blue, it shows to us, for me, I think um, the question here is, if you ask me about all of this that we talk about on a regular basis, is the question at the end of the day is in an Indian context, if we're looking at height, okay, will we look at a Messi, Yamin Yamal, and others? Ninth minute, now long throw in from Ashu Mehta. Ashu, oh, that's not bad. And yeah, and the corner of Shovik. So for me, it's a question. If we talk about this again and again and again and again, for me it's about football and football basics, and then giving the players the skills to play football, um, the opportunity to try and showcase what they're able to do. Oh, that's a good corner. Devjit with a hand, and Jamshedpur try and get the ball into the box. East Bengal clear it. So to me, height can be discussed, is a topic of discussion in a certain way. But to me, it is more important to talk about, you know, things like, yeah, technical abilities, the football basics. Do you think even Mahesh Gawli is sort of part of problems with Indian team? Is the one scouting advising coach should he be sacked to? Can like Soren do better job as assistant coach? I don't know how much influence Mahesh really has on the coaches. And I rate Mahesh actually quite highly. He's a good understanding of the game. So I'm not. Yeah, it's a difficult one, right? And Renedy, I don't see Renedy at the moment going to the federation. Jamshedpur put clear ball out of the box. So yeah, one will have to see. Even our top officials don't know how to run a football organization. I mean, how can you say that we need tall players over skilled players? I'm ashamed of this official. It's a disgrace. Showcase shows you that people who have been in Indian football, right? Um, that what is their knowledge and understanding of the game. Prabhat Lakra plays the ball to Talal. Talal in the middle. And ooh, just misses. Blue, as you say, misses a sitter. Why can't we try Manvir as a fullback? He's not a number 9 for sure. Darga Baba, he's an attacking player. He's not a defensive player. So, doesn't make sense. I'm 6'3". Should I go for trials? Conducting Rajasthan, finding high players as set by FF if height is priority. Yeah, I mean, if you can fudge your age to be, I don't know, 14 or 15, maybe Manolo, you could be going there and, yeah, making yourself known to the FF scouts and say, listen, might be a little older than what you're looking for, but I'm of the right height. Let's put it this way. Right, 11, 12 minutes played, 75% possession with East Bengal. Also had more of the ball, better opportunities. But this is the game that Jamshedpur likes, allows the opponent to come at them. And I think East Bengal also want to prove a point. Provat Lakra. Shavik and Saurav Das, former East Bengal midfielder. Manish trying to shield the ball against Saurav. Points down, passes it to Crespo. Talal crosses into the box. No one gets to it. What about the bone density test FF brought in to eliminate age fraud? Baba Baba, I think all kinds of tests are nice, but I don't know if they're going to sort the solution to our problems. To be very very honest, I feel if you ask me, are they going to solve it by having those? I don't. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% convinced. So for me, the only solution can be, and that's again a government thing, that children have to be registered within a certain time period so that that age fraud per se cannot happen. And you have a national database, so there can't be re-registration. They might happen, but again, um, yeah, that's the only thing. Majority of Indian coaches under FF don't even have a Continental C license, and we all know how corrupt national licenses are, and we're wondering why grassroots are not developing. It's rather mass than class. It's a huge problem at the moment, and yeah, as long as it doesn't change, nothing will happen. Jamshedpur now in attack. Ball wide. Mohamed Sanan in the box. Javi Hernandez tries to head it. He's being all clear. Oh, chance for a counter. Mehdi Talal. Lovely ball in the middle for Nanda, but Mohamed Uwais. Stephen Eze. Oh, nice turn. Mistake. Is it Talal who tries to shoot? Clayton, Talal, and Albino has the ball. So the license thing is nice to have, I like to say. But to me, the question is, how are we utilizing it? How are we bringing the right coaches into the system? Right? That's the real question in here, isn't it? And we're not doing it. In my opinion, we're not doing it. We're not having the right people as coaches in the system, and therefore we're struggling. If you ask me, and yeah, that's the need. He's going to go through. No, Dalal with the ball. So it's clear. Um, Nanda sticks to the right. Oh, Nanda beats his man for once, but then loses the ball. Oh, Nanda gets a yellow for faking a penalty. Interesting. Nanda knows that was diving. Yeah, right decision. Right decision, Blue. Agree with that. Daraga Baba asks who's Isaac Duro as technical director. Isaac wanted to do certain things this way. Um, Imran Khan, lovely ball in. Oh, Devjit. No offside against Jordan Murray. And that was safe, Jeet. Now Nanda on the wing. Possible counter attack for Jamshedpur. If the ball stays in, it goes out. Jordan Murray. Yeah, what is Nanda doing? Jordan almost. Nanda performance till now, is he playing good according to you? Should he really be stick to counter his performance? No, if you ask me. Yeah, you have again lucky, yes, but Blue, he has to be also in that position to be able to intercept the ball. Isaac Duro, very knowledgeable technical person, but the question at the end of the day is, um, Mm. Um, was he allowed to do what he wanted to? And to me, it's very, very evident and clear that Isaac Duro would have liked to have done certain things and he wasn't allowed to do those things, or he wasn't capable of doing those things in that structure. So that's a big, or was a big problem with the AFF at the time. And that hasn't changed, in my opinion. And therefore, yeah, he didn't get to do what he wanted to and needed to do. I think that's the challenge for all these guys. And Isaac, yeah, wanted to do certain things but never got to do them, and that's why we are in the situation we are in now, right? So therefore, that's the reality of our technical um, leadership at the top, right? Um, will you be happy if Oscar comes to East Bengal FC, or will he turn out to be another Carlos? I want a new coach training for World East Bengal. See, went to us experienced coach and didn't work. Then again, doing the same mistake. Um, I think Oscar is a good choice. Let's put it this way. Is it gonna work? There you're asking me too much, to be very honest. It could turn out good, could turn out bad, because with Carlos, again, you have to be clear that you're getting a coach who is, I sometimes feel, ultra defensive in his approach. And that's the challenge I think that he has. And therefore for me, the question at the end of the day is, um, will they be able to do what is needed? And Carlos is, for me, surely is a candidate. If you ask me, he's surely a candidate to be able to do those things. Uh, yeah, and therefore, I agree with you that it's the ISL has become foreign coaches and players is sort of a merry-go-round. You are here, you are there. We switch. You come here, you go there. Yeah, that's also one of the things maybe that needs to end. Free kick for East Bengal. 20 minutes gone. About 35 meters out. 1 second, Darugaba. I'll come to your question after this. Nothing much at the end. Yeah, 20 minutes gone, still goalless. Do you think once an Asian foreign player comes to play ISL, he loses all the chances to make this into his national side? Example, Cummings, Jamie. Um, yeah, Cummings is out, but if I take an example, Hijaji Maher has been called up again. But yeah, it's sometimes it works, sometimes doesn't. But again, the ISL is not regarded highly. Let's put it this way in Asian circles. Um, Jamshedpur with the ball. Oh, what a strike! Re Tachikawa. Another, former ISL commentator would say, golasso. Wow, what a strike. What a strike. What a strike. Yes, goal Jamshedpur. What a goal. What a screamer. Re Tachikawa. And hmm, that's the right result, right? Uh, and yeah, and then showing the replay. Sanan ball falls to Tachikawa, sees the space, and perfect. Just look at the technique, the composure, and the shot. And there's no chance that Dibjit will be saving that shot. What a goal! What a goal by Ray Tachikawa to give the Steelmen the 1-0 lead in this encounter. Again, Khalid, sorry. Again, Khalid will be saved by individual brilliance. Yeah, Manolo looks like it. Daroga Baba, sorry, the shooting abilities of these Japanese scoring players is unparalleled. World class, says Manolo Marquez. I totally agree, guys. And it's not the first time he's scored one of these, right? Rei Tachikawa has now scored a few of these screamers. Again, one of those underrated players in the ISL, who has had a great influence on Jamshedpur FC now in the second season. And interesting to see what East Bengal now do. Once more, a team coming to Jamshedpur having more of the ball. Normally, of course, Jamshedpur um, have Jamshedpur FC have less of the ball, allow the opponent to go one or two goals ahead, and then beat back. Um, yeah, let's see what happens in this game. Uh, Nanda, yeah, the less I say, the better. Jackson bench today. Will you start him against Vietnam? Uh, I would most probably go with Suresh and Apuya at the moment, I would say. Even against Apuya's not doing the best, but yeah. What is Nanda doing selfish? Yeah. On the other end, Nanda shows the difference in the levels 100%. What U17 badge do you think was the closest to making into the Under 17 World Cup on merit? Daroga Baba 2002, hands down. That team to me had class, had potential. Um, didn't make it in the end, of course, but that team had quality, and that's something which sadly we haven't been able to emulate, right? So therefore, that's something which is very disappointing in my opinion. But hey, that's strategy 2002. Yeah, crazy to think about. Right? If the result stays like this, Khalid would be beating one of his former teams. Ray decision making, and then comes Lord Nanda. Yeah, I mean, and that's again, and I come back to the whole topic of players, right? About our players' abilities, decision making, basics, and you see the difference. 25 minutes now, nearly gone. Long throw in from Mohamed Uwais. We were talking about it last night in the late night show. That yeah, the reality is at the end of the day. Oh, that's a good cross in. Oh, Devjit. And Mohamed Sanan just flies over. Um, Replay. Good cross from Tachikawa. And save G the head of Mohamed Sanan. So therefore, that's something, quality basics is something which you will not be able to pick up. Stadium almost full house now. Yeah, the middle part is, but if you see towards the left and towards the right, there are quite some spaces, but it's filling up as you see. It's one thing I don't understand. Maybe you guys know that that why, for example, people come after now 30 minutes into a stadium. So therefore, let's. I don't have a logic to it, but I would love to come and watch a game of football. Crazy table, huh? East Bengal last, Hyderabad, and then ahead Mumbai and Mohun Bagan. Yeah, was that you? 2002 bet mostly of Northeast Bengali players. Yeah, Daroga Baba. It was a lot of them, but you also had players from Punjab, from the south, from Goa. So it was a mix, but it was the main bunch was. I mean, you had got Shubhrata Pal. See, who was the other? Shubhashish Roy Chaudhary. The two goalkeepers were Bengali and Habibur Rahman. So yeah, it was in some sort of way. OCM PO players possible national team. Why am I? Let's see. Um, yeah, that's a topic that I don't want to discuss anymore in the sense of that I'm waiting to see what the government does at some stage. Is Devjit at this age still better than? My question would be, what are you seeing? Right, that would be my question to you, Blue. Right, that's why I say our older players are better than the younger ones, if I like it or not. Why India national football not improvement is coach problem or player? Both, I think. Do you think the quality has improved over time in terms of intensity? Yeah, sometimes I feel it is better. Sometimes I feel it's worse. I see a problem with our Indian players, as I say, on a regular basis. I think we have not evolved over the last 10 years. The quality of foreigners has improved overall, right? We did have stars in the first season of the ISL, but if I look at it now, there are quality players. I mean, I've looked at a Mehdi Talal at that young age coming over to India. Rei Tachikawa, we just saw, what that guy can do. Yeah, so therefore, overall, I would say it has gotten better than it was in the past. It's still 1-0 Jamshedpur FC. That's interesting to see. Match for East Bengal to do the catching up. Can they do that? Mahesh, there's no one there in that front line. So Legacy Club could not find any front shirt sponsor. You know, yellow card to Clayton and to Steven Eze. Yes, let's watch what happened there. Mahesh with that cross. Okay. Clayton and Eze run into each other. Oh, okay, a little bit of an argument. Does that happen? Why? The problem is East Bengal most probably was demanding too much of money. So drinks break, nearly 30 minutes played. Jamshedpur leading 1-0. East Bengal demanded money, too much money, and no one is willing to pay that. And that's the when you are not in the real world with these kind of figures. Do you think we have enough infra and money to be a top Asian footballing side? Yes, 100%. But it has to be spent the right way. That's the only thing that I would say is you have to be spending it in the right way, and that's not happening in general. So you know, that's a problem. And if those things don't change, I guess we'll be there where we are today, right? And that's not where we want to be. So therefore, Indian football needs to do a lot to be able to evolve, develop, change for the better, which is at the moment not happening. So therefore, that's something which is in my opinion, yeah, a serious concern, right? Rita Chikawa. So there was a Dutch technical director and coach Leo Beenhakker. He made many clubs and nations great football teams with many people like in administration. Yeah, I mean Leo Beenhakker, his time, big Dutch coach. Yes, but the question is, who fits into it, who understands, and if someone gives you those thoughts and ideas of what needs to be done, who's gonna implement it? I think we need the coach is not part of the administration. The coach is part of the technical department, right? Or the technical director. So the administration needs to be run. The administrative office of the AFF needs to run it. It's not even the president. The president is actually talking and saying. So do you think East Bengal should give time to Bino George as he can utilize some youth players he already knew previously in ISL? Taposh, no. I don't think Bino George is of ISL quality, and that's the first. And I think also the players that people are talking about um, are not ISL quality yet. So therefore, People already thought today that, oh, Clayton, that he would play the one or the other player, but you see, Binu again realizes, and if Binu now pushes out some of the senior players and puts in some of his youngsters, that's going to create more trouble in that dressing room. So therefore, Binu was smart enough to think about things that would allow him to maybe stay. Again, the question is how quickly can they find and get a coach, or does Binu, yeah, um, maybe even sit there in the derby? Yes, what a miss by Clayton. Yeah, not having that luck factor on his side. And East Bengal fans are getting angry in the stands. Ray been subbed off. Yeah, he hurt himself a little earlier. But again, he's done his job, giving his side the lead. Leading after 33 minutes. Jamshedpur Football Club 1-0 against East Bengal Football Club on this Saturday early evening. Ray subbed off, and Javi Severio is the substitute foreigner in this game. And yeah, as we see the stadium much fuller now after a little more than half an hour. Oh, nice one. Cross from Uwais. Lakla clears. Mahesh now with space. Plays it to Clayton. Lakra leaves it for Soutrus for nice through ball actually. Mahesh and Talal don't go for it. Ray Tachikawa seems to be in serious pain. Yeah, doesn't look good. Raygon, who will control mid? It's an interesting one because Javi Hernandez has been calm and quiet so far. Um, there's more now for Javi to do. Imran Khan has also been quiet so far on that wing. Gaurav Dash, you know, East Bengal players clusters in some positions, they're being same type of players. I think that is the problem. Sometimes I'm seeing that that Talal and Mahesh are doing the same runs. Talal is trying to go back on the wing. Favi intercepts. So that's a foul, and referee says play on. Mohamed Uwais plays it across, and the ball will go out. Not a good cross from Mohamed West. So that's going to be that is a problem for East Bengal. I feel right. If you ask me, East Bengal has a problem in those positions because East Bengal has got too many players of the same kind of players. As I said, they've got three guys who can play on that same wing in that same position, same style of football. It's not working for them, right? And that's something again when you buy players, when you bring in players, um, you have to find it. East Bengal in attack. Ball out to Mahesh. That was, I think, just an easy tap in for Clayton. He's empty, free, and into the hands of Albino. That is really bad luck now for Clayton. Another miss. Yeah. That is really bad luck for Clayton. And sometimes you have these kind of days, where you can try and do everything, and you don't seem to score. And Clayton is in that situation today. It seems bad luck for him here and there, and yeah, not working for him. And Imran, does he concede a corner? Seem to that he has. It's Moish. Clayton. Not with the best of luck so far, but he's trying. Today's captain. George knows it's not going to be easy in this game. Well done, Manor says. Can we say that today the very next thing is going to be Molina's exam Mood starting. One mistake and he's gonna be removed. What do you think? I I um, I, I think yes. I mean, if he loses to Mountain Sporting, it's a problem. If he loses badly, then he's surely gone to them. So if it's, I don't know, if it's even a 3-0, let's say, or a 4-1 for Mountain Sporting by any chance, he's gone immediately. Otherwise, there's going to be a discussion. They're going to look, is there the right candidate? Is there not? I mean, it's quite funny that East Bengal Molma might be going with interim coaches into the derby in 2 weeks, which I'm very, very lucky that I'll be there. But yeah, let's wait and see. Seems to be crazy, but that seems to be the scenario at the moment, you know. So therefore, it continues. This is what happens when you play with overage foreigners. Yeah, Manolo, I don't even think it's about overage followers. I think it's about um, it's a question about um, players clicking. So Mohamed Salah on the ground. Devjit, you see that situation again. Salah gets through. Yeah, that's a penalty. And you see the reaction from Chununga. I hope he hasn't broken something. Mohamed Salah. Is he not giving a penalty? Wow. Salah, let's see. Touch. And then Devjit, yeah, clatters into the man. No penalty given. It's been VR says below. It's in your referees for you. Yes, you're out. Yeah. Out of topic. Didn't why didn't Sadiq Monarch is doing in Goa? You have sometimes these players. It works for them in a certain club. It doesn't work in another club. And here it seems to me that it seems to be clicking with the forward line in Goa. Yeah. I'm 100% sure if Molina is sacked, then Mohammad Supertime will bring ice experienced coach to creep by looking at the management. Yeah, most probably, but the question is who's left at the moment, right? So, Shumeta doing well against Mahesh. That's too easy given away. RF should get eye test. Blue, I didn't see it. An attempt there from Mehdi Talal from far. Um, I don't know where he was standing because that's going to be the question. But again, that was, yeah, there's no doubt about it. That was a sure shot pen. Not given, but yeah, who's going to rectify it? That's the question in here. Um, Top speed, Ashutosh Mehta, 32.02 kilometers per hour. Nanda as always in Clayton. Clayton under 30 kilometers per hour, which shows you that this hasn't been the most fast paced game, but it has been quite intense from both teams. We're in the 45th minute. And yeah, 45th minute. Also, those of you who might be new to the channel, new to the discussions, welcome to arunfoot here on YouTube. And do like, share, and subscribe. So far, we've had 11 likes. Yeah, we can do better than that. Um, what do we take out of this game so far? See this? Did he just hit him on the head? Hector Yuste? Got a yellow. Okay. Jordan Murray also quiet. Javi, uh, I sorry, I thought so as well, Manolo. I thought as well that was, that was intentional what he was doing, but the referee doesn't think so. But little less than 3 minutes, East Bengal. Ball comes to Mahesh. Yeah, doesn't get past Imran, who's had a quiet game. Imran Khan. That once more see. Okay. Seems to be something muscular where Rita Chikawa got himself injured. Talal. Clayton does a nice turn. Nice ball out to Talal, but Albino Gomes collects it. Jamshedpur have the ball out. Foul given. East Bengal in attack. Yeah, Anwar venturing out. Dispossessed. Imran losing the ball to Talal. Oh, lovely ball out to Nanda and saved by Albino. Talal. Yeah, that's Nanda for us. Ball taken away. Counter-attacking opportunity. Javi Hernandez. Plays it to Mohamed Sanan, who has space. Chinunga in front of him. Is he going to take on him? Yes, he does. Puts it in. Oh, shot and saved by Debjit. No corner given. Jamal's today referee and now Bo's goal against Northeast United. CN today don't give penalty. And no red card, Manolo, I would say. Yeah. Here the chance for Nanda at the other end. Just has to beat the keeper. Tries to get height on the ball. Waste clears it. 4 minutes of added time in the first half. Wow, that's a lot, in my opinion. Uh, no, we don't kick any refs, Blue. I still don't know how Manolo started this Nanda in September, both matches. Yeah. Says a lot about the coach as well, right? So, yeah. And Nanda, good save by Albino, as you can see in the replay. He plays tall and strong. Yeah, does it right. And if it stays like this, it would be the fourth loss in a row for East Bengal FC. And the next match is the derby in 2 weeks. Oh, Javi Hernandez. Debjit was in his goal. Would have been a beauty. Saul Crespo loses the ball and stands there. It's not even going back. It's a bad sign. Ashu, Imran, Javi Hernandez, Jordan Murray, Ashu, Imran, Tries to find Sanan on the other wing, but Chununga. And now, oh, Nanda loses the ball. Murray gets past it, but Nanda now with defensive duties clears the ball. That's the best action from Nanda Kumar this afternoon or early evening. Every time GC plays almost full house. Yeah, it's now. Do you think certain court interference has negative impression on FIFA? It always has on football, I feel. If you ask me. Well, um, ball to Mahesh. I can't keep it in. Is Lakra good enough for ISL? Manolo. If I see a lot of other players, I think he's better than those. Yeah. So if there's any football issue, you think only FIFA or CAS, these are the solution or approachable person. They are the solution. CAS is the final solution. Do you agree Nanda has come into Lord category now? I think he surpassed Lord category. I think if I look at him, I think he is even higher than that level. Goa having less attendance than Mumbai City FC and PFC once the football hub died. Blue, Goa has been having these kind of problems multiple times over the years. And again, Dempo was the most successful team, um, an era under Armando Colasso. Sporting Club was very successful, Churchill, Salgaoka, but none of them ever had higher tendencies, to be very, very honest. So Goa and higher tendencies, FC Goa brought it into Goan football. So that's also a reality you're gonna which way speak. Oh, good cross in there, but Wes, but Nanda cleared by Mohamed Sanan. Scrappy football now from both teams. If I look at it, long throw in now. 4 minutes are over. Hector Eustace comes up. Chinunga is gonna put it into the box. Hector Eustace not happy. And it's half time between these two. Yeah, half time between um, Jamshedpur FC and East Bengal FC. Not the most exciting halves of football, but that's the reality. Nanda should be dropped from final squad. Manolo, yeah, maybe. Do you think JJ, Robin, Chetri, India had good firing power? I feel, but now we lack. I feel your thoughts. Yeah, it's not just firepower, but also quality up front. I think that's the question. And therefore, Robin gave you height on quality. JJ gave you, yeah, was that X factor. So that's all of that is now Sunil also gone, right? JC should have been 2-0 up and have one man advantage. Yes, Mr. Jamal, the referee of today, got two key decisions wrong. And yeah, that's how it is. That's how things are. And let's see what happens in that second half, at least at the break. Jamshedpur take a 1-0 break into the dressing room. And interesting will be what do the two teams do now? Because on one side, Jamshedpur are leading. They would be on 9 points after 4 games. That's very, very strong start. Uh, um, and on the other side, if it stays like this, East Bengal, fourth loss at the start of the season, with all the investments that they've done, not good enough. And East Bengal also doesn't have the bench to say, listen, I can make X number of changes and suddenly things will improve. You know, and that's something. Amrit Tendu says, no way that was a penalty. Anyone claiming should get their eyes checked. Okay. Um, just watch the replay. Player touches the ball, goalkeeper too late, player goalkeeper hits the player, penalty. You know, again, there's certain highest money doesn't guarantee success. Surprisingly, underdog beat them. Yeah, I mean, morally, you can have the best team in the world, but if your team doesn't play well or doesn't get the best in, that's the reality. Good to see good number of crowds for this game. There is something special about this season. Maybe the streaming has improved. Not sure. Finish. Not sure myself as well. Sometimes you feel it's better. Sometimes it's worse. I think that's normal when we watch football. That sometimes we feel it's better or it feels better, and sometimes it feels worse. But this is something again. If we like what we see, it's always better. Those who are watching, maybe new to the channel, if you haven't, do subscribe here to arunfoot, and let's keep on growing the community. On the other side, if you like what you see, leave a like behind. We've got 12 likes so far for this live, and also maybe watch last night's live. I thought we had an interesting conversation last night about football and about Indian football, and therefore do maybe consider at looking at that as well. Right. 1-0. Ray Tachikawa with a brilliant goal for Jamshedpur FC. And then, of course, he had to go off. Looks like a muscular injury picked up after that. And, otherwise, yeah, East Bengal had more of the ball. Jamshedpur are playing Jamshedpur football. And on the other side, I would say that, yeah, East Bengal trying things, but not playing well. And that's something that is, Abhinav will have to change something. The question is, who has he got to make those changes? I hit some league, I don't know the name, they filed case in UEFA and FIFA governing body. Any status update? I think it was La Liga regarding the Club World Cup. No, I haven't heard anything. Mahesh Nanda and Talal aren't fitting in one setup, says Blue. Yeah, as I said, you see Talal always drifting, not always, but often drifting towards the wing, and that's where Mahesh is. Mahesh at the moment also not showing what we've seen of him. And again, about Nanda, the less I say, I think the better. So that's something. Is it only luck or what? How Khalid is pulling off so many times? Blue, we can't call it just luck. Calling it luck would be, I think, unfair. Um, I think we have to be honest. But it is often individual brilliance or individual cleverness. If we look at the Goa game, Havisi video earns that penalty. Today, Reita Chikawa, world class goal, right? So these are things that you cannot change in training or anything. These players are good enough, but um, they play a bit more of a defensive game, a controlled game, and that is what is helping um, Khalid and his team at the moment. And if I look at this game and also look at the way East Bengal are playing, of course, yes, they're creating chances, but it's not good enough at the moment, honestly. Hi, Kumar. Murali asks, do you think be careful with your expectations of team? Don't hype player, let him improve whole season. Yeah, Murali, I've said that multiple times. 100%, that would be my opinion. That goal was a total bullet. Yes, Messi lover, it was a bullet, but also brilliantly placed. So, and yeah, let's see. Why Nanda is so player, Madola, I don't know. Everyone in Bengal is out of form, I guess. SCT looks like it, no? There's no cohesion. There is, sometimes players are stopping to run even, and that's always a bad sign. So this is not a team at the moment. That's the problem that East Bengal has. Bino is a good coach, deserves more chances. Okay, Guardiola, I wouldn't agree with you on that, but that's your opinion on the matter. But again, it's always difficult to find the right coach, the right manager to um, to make the right decisions, and therefore, they put a good squad together, uh, um, but it's not working. Who's the best dribbler in ISL? I feel Akhati and Augusto. Have been many over the years. Who's the best? I wouldn't have thought about it, to be honest. Now we have to wait until match day 12 to guess where the table is going. Kumar, last season it lasted even longer, right? Now I think Nanda is much worse than our Lord Liston, Manvir, and Ali. Yeah, but haven't I been saying that he doesn't deserve to be getting into the national team? Sorry, it's again nothing personal, but that's my feeling. And I think if you look at the game today, that just proves that point, right? How do you rate Oscar Bruzon? Is he the right man? Oscar is a good coach. I've known him for over a decade. Did great work, especially at Sporting Club the Goa, now at Bashundara Kings. Um, I had recommended him at the time to Mumbai City as well in 2015, early 2015. And but the question is that so many things um, going wrong at East Bengal. The question is if just the coach can change that. If this team of players, I don't know, very difficult. Anyone coming potentially into East Bengal or going into Mohun Bagan at the moment, given the scenario, given how the teams are composed, not easy. East Bengal actually on paper to me look better than Mohun Bagan, given the disbalance of the Mohun Bagan squad. How do you evaluate good coach or bad coach based on results, improve team individual player? Morally, it will be about results. Yes, it will be about player development. How does he play? How does he interact with players? Off the field stuff sometimes is more important. Jitin should replace Nanda, says Guardiola. Where is Yamantakos? Ajay, he's injured, therefore he's not there. I hit Karthik got a FIFA ban or something. Any information about this? I heard as well, Blue. I don't remember in what context why he got a ban, but yes, I think he has a global FIFA ban. After this game, East Bengal chances for his top six will probably go under the bus. Looks like it. Um, you know. Yeah. Russian invited Pakistan for October friendly, but they refused due to a logistical issue. Yeah, Rishikesh, we spoke about it at the start, but again, I would not interact sportingly with Russia at this stage, given all that is happening or what they're doing. So therefore, yeah, that would be my opinion on the matter. Right. Still half time in Jamshedpur in the Steel City. It's 1-0 for the hosts against East Bengal FC, and that is an interesting, as I say, interesting scenario. Jamshedpur could move to third in the table if they keep the result this way. And on the other side, East Bengal remain bottom of the table with 0 points. So therefore, yeah, tricky one, very very tricky one, and very interesting to see how they do what they do, because East Bengal need to change something, otherwise, let's see what happens. We can sack Molina, but is he really the problem? I would say he's just 10% of the problem. Yeah, Blue, but again, even if you aren't the problem, but you are decision making, at least in my understanding that Molina has made, and yeah. In Kolkata, again, the clubs themselves with all the things around this, yeah, doesn't work. Only Eustace playing some football in East Bengal FC, yeah, or not. Could have been sent off, no? Every season, Yamato goes half match. India, what's the point of having a Ferrari if it's half the time in mechanic place? Guardiola, very point. Zlatan, one of the best player, but still doesn't fit people's system. Surprise was common. Did you meet him? I've met Zlatan, yes, many years back. Zlatan is an individual who's a class player. Not easy to manage, as Pep Guardiola will tell you. But yeah, he's an individual, so you have to treat him like that. Ronaldo, Bino George made some idiotic comments about wages to reserve team players. They should be paid well. He scouted most of the players in his reserve team. They do not have basics. And that tells you a lot about the understanding of this gentleman. Have you watched El Clasico live? Messi lover? No, I have not. Two Indian coaches coaching in ISF, probably Kalyan Chaube getting in his office. Yeah, but look at the way these two coaches are coaching, right? This is disgraceful. Is Rishikesh is the nicest thing I can say, and it's again, it's a question of quality. Why Monwan Supergiant wasting money given their spending? They can make invincible team of scouts fund player properly. Guardiola, a lot of stuff happening in those back rooms which are not answerable, and therefore you are where you are, and that's the disappointing thing with a club like Mohun Bagan, who could, would, should, need to do things differently and in a better way, and therefore, but they're not doing it right. So therefore, these are the realities of Indian football. I mean, and look at East Bengal. I mean, to me, East Bengal has had a very, very good transfer window, but I never rated them as one of the best. Again, they still can turn around, but I still think that Punjab has done better. Mumbai City has also done better, in my opinion. But again, they will still need time to rectify a few things. But East Bengal has spent a lot of money, has overspent on a lot of players. It'll be interesting to see how this team at some stage, you know, picks up and does better. Do analysts have quality? Because you often mention player quality. Are we equipped in player monitoring? We certainly have some good ones, some talented ones, but I don't know all the analysts to be able to make a general, you know, uh, comment. Northeast done best. Northeast, I think, had a good team, but have they done the best? Yes, they've got some good foreigners as additions. They'll have to see. And Northeast, for me, I said it last night. Um, getting all the compliments, but then not winning the matches makes, again, you lost to Northeast lost to Mohun and drew Goa. Two matches they need to win. And the same, that's my criticism of Mumbai City. Mumbai City could be there with 9 points after three matches. They could have, maybe even should have won all those three matches. You know, so yeah, that's something which is of a reality in our football, and that needs to change, and that's not changing, right? So therefore, let's wait and see what really happens. How do you see freebies in India? Has it created negative impacts? Yeah, in a sense of that people want stuff for free. No? Freebies like tickets and other things are not something that people are happy about, but that's part of the reality, right? So therefore, yeah, let's wait and see. Coming back to the game, Jamshedpur FC have kickoff in the second 45, and um, they have the ball now, and now you see the stadium looks full. And if you look at it at the kickoff, the start, you know, let's see what East Bengal does. Okay, go to Talal, Imran. Yeah, advantage East Bengal. Nice blocked. Counter move from Jamshedpur FC. Jordan Murray. Jordan Murray plays to Mohammad Sanan, who plays in the middle. Ooh, cleared there by Yuste. Uwais. Uwais trying to cross the ball. Oh, looking for Murray. He'll keep it in. Yeah, Jordan Murray plays it to Imran. And Talal gets the ball from him. He's been going to lose the ball again. Good cross in. Devjit. Now have to get there. Now is seen comment made by Pratim Reddy and coach educator of AFF Subramanian from Malaysia. Yeah, I've seen that. But Jindal is the most sane owner. Yeah. Um, Difficult to say who's the most sane. According to which team is the best Indian players? Nanda. Talal, good save from Albino. Indian players. Boah, the best. Most probably will stick to Mumbai City on that one. I was thinking Mohun Bagan, but Mohun Bagan, nah. Mohammad Subban should try Des Buckingham if he agrees. Des Buckingham is coach of Oxford United. They're playing a good season in the championship. Why would he come back to India? If you're given a choice to remove a Mohun Supergiant foreign player, who would it be according to, and which players in world football as per you would solve Mohun's problems? I think I wouldn't have signed Jamie McLaren, and I would have bought any defensive midfielder. Doesn't matter what the name is, who the name is. Do you think we have replacement? Even the best players plays poor. We can't replace because the new person worse than the old. That's my point. Vidal of Chile is such unique player compared to other players. I think your thoughts? Yeah, Arturo Vidal. I mean, I used to see him as a younger player at Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah. But now the what is case going on in EU versus FIFA? It's about players' right of movement. I think the mistaken understanding of the Oigeha, as we call it here, is the question of if, and this is the same question I think the PSC and the Anwar case handled it wrongly, in my opinion, that we look at the players as normal individuals and looking at them at normal individuals, so to say, you know, is for me a problem, and because a player doesn't get a normal salary, and they want to now say that the player can sort of terminate his contract, but only in the EU. So, for example, it would not affect English football. So the question is, what will and then the question is, will there be long-term contracts? Will the transfer value, will the salaries of the player be so high? Because theoretically, after a certain period, the player could leave and just say, listen, I'm going to terminate the contract. But they're saying that there will be a termination clause in regard to what kind of fees would the player have to fulfill. So the question is if there are going to be any changes to that topic or not. So there's a very interesting discussion going on in Europe. You said court cannot interfere in football rate issue, only FIFA and CAS, but they filed case. Is it sports court? Yeah, it was filed in the sports court of Belgium, and they passed it on to the to higher courts, and then it went to the highest courts in Europe, who handle all matters related to Europe. And yeah, they've made a judgment, which again um, makes the wrong presumption, in my opinion, that a player is being treated as a normal human being. And in my opinion, that is not the case. Right, still 1-0 Jamshedpur. East Bengal once more in the attack. Clayton doesn't get to it in the end. Yeah. So, do you think certain times simple move can create more effective than the fancy move in the case of Hazard? I don't know if Hazard is fancy, but often a simple move is maybe the easiest. Or sometimes there are players who they don't score off the easy opportunities, but score off the difficult ones. So therefore, that's sometimes a very interesting conversation to have. East Bengal corner. Mahesh plays it out to oh, Sal Crespo. Another corner. So therefore, yeah, sometimes the easy one is the better. Sometimes other things are better. Uh, the back of Stephen Eze. East Bengal trying their best. Mahesh now with the corner. Jamshedpur clear. Legit plays it short to Probat Lakra. Anwar with a useless ball to Nanda. Jamshedpur CFC is parking everything, yeah. Zlatan bicycle kick, absolutely beast. Do you think he has more flexibility with powerful striker legs? Do you think power is unique in Zlatan? Um, Zlatan is a different kind of beast. Oh, hits the post. Jamshedpur, Imran Khan, and Zlatan used to do, you know, um, certain. I think it used to do Brazilian martial arts, capoeira, and other sports, which gave him that special flexibility. Yeah, almost goal. Kumar, nothing to report about. Nothing, no conversations happening at the moment. So, nope, nothing happening. That was a close one. And then the foul later on, Javi Hernandez. Yeah, if Jamshedpur score a second, it's going to be difficult for East Bengal, I feel. That was a close one. Oops. Oh, what is this? This is clarification. Thank you. Carlos Koda, Jamshedpur would have been good, to be honest, with this style of play. Yeah. Most probably this team would have suited him more than his current team. Yeah, very very true. Actually, it might sound weird, awkward, but you might have a point over there that for him it might have been better to be with the team like Jamshedpur FC with the way they're playing, right? So yeah, he's for East Bengal. With the team that East Bengal had, with the quality East Bengal, but again, you see with like at Mohun Bagan recruitment going by name, yeah, and what a cross. Yeah. How do you see striker with more powerful or pure versus pure technique in the case of Haaland versus Mbappe? I don't see them in any way in the sense of, I think the effectiveness is the question. And if you look at the effectiveness, then Haaland, of course, is the better striker, right? He scores more at the moment than Kylian Mbappe. So therefore, more effective. East Bengal do have some options. Let's see. The Kumar's forgetting to play football. Yeah, seems like it. Binu George, a worried man, which is understandable in the way his team is playing football. Yeah, and Jamshedpur are putting in those needles on East Bengal. Yeah, and I am just realizing that my car is saying it is charged. Actually, I wanted to do the whole match, but I'm just realizing I've put my vehicle on charge in a public space. I'll end it most probably in about a minute, last minute, guys, and then I'll end this live stream. Sorry, we'll have to do that. Yep, this is Kyle Walker, low ones. Which was your favorite right back? None of the two, Murali. Right, guys. 1 hour 20 minutes gone. I know I wanted to do a whole game, but just realizing something that I need to do now. Um, I'll be back tomorrow evening with an evening live around 10 p.m. Sorry for this, but yeah, I need to get something done. Just realized, and that can't wait. And I will be back tomorrow night. As always, like, share, and subscribe this video. Arun Foot here on YouTube. As always, thank you for all the support. We're growing the community slowly but clearly. Also, do the videos that I've made over the last few days. Again, um, and do follow the channel. Share it with other people. Let's grow. Let's talk about. Keep on having these conversations on Indian football. And as always, as I said, thank you very much. And I will have to end it now. And I'll be back tomorrow night. Speak to you. Good night.